T.I. has officially stepped into the middle of his son King Harris's drama, confronting King's baby mama in a heated exchange that has the internet buzzing. According to sources close to the family, tensions erupted after T.I. received information that painted the relationship in a troubling light. Accusations of manipulation, public embarrassment, and questionable motives. Witnesses claim the confrontation wasn't just a quiet family talk, it was intense.
He just became a father, so I got 2 grandchildren now.
Wow, congrats.
Yeah, I got 2 granddaughters. I got a grandson on the way.
Wow.
King's about to have a son.
King's about to have a son, congrats.
Yeah. And I told him I'm gonna make this the greatest gangster of all times. I will raise this child to torture you the way that you tortured me. I promise you, there will be an indictment in this young one.
T.I., visibly frustrated, allegedly told King's baby mama that she had crossed too many lines and that he was taking his son back under his wing. The exchange reportedly left everyone in the room stunned, with voices raised and emotions running high. Clips from the encounter quickly spread on social media, showing T.I. speaking passionately while King stood nearby. Fans have been divided, some praising the rapper for protecting his son, others questioning whether the conflict should have stayed private. This latest chapter in the Harris family saga comes after weeks of messy headlines surrounding King's personal life. And now, with T.I. taking such a public stance, it's clear the situation has reached a breaking point. T.I. recently had to step in and take control of the situation involving his son King and King's baby mama Big Nana. As it turns out, reports suggest that critics were right. This woman was allegedly only in the relationship for financial gain. She is accused of emotionally and financially manipulating King, reportedly leaving him struggling to maintain his own stability. Sources say King is learning firsthand how far some people will go when they want something, using charm and manipulation as tools.
I'm scared to give birth. I ain't scared, but contractions might give me I might get a little spooked with the contractions.
What does the baby look like in the scan? It looked like he got my nose, his mouth. It looked like he got my nose, his mouth. That's really it. He's stubborn, so we ain't really see his face like that. I was gonna go do a 3D ultrasound, but his head is down, so my lab ultrasound we couldn't see nothing. So it's like, I'm not gonna waste my time to go try to do a 3D ultrasound and I can't see shit. Hope he look like you. Me too. Dude, I want more kids when I get married. The bob make you look older. How old? Because I'm gonna get makeup and they were talking about something I look 30, 40 with the makeup on, so how I'm gonna look with this all together? Like, yeah. At the end of the month, I'm hoping to drop. My due date is November 6th. They changed my due date by like 3 times.
Fortunately for him, his father has intervened. Word on the street is that T.I. made it clear to King's partner that any attempts to drain the family's resources or use emotional leverage for personal benefit would not be tolerated. From the beginning, many observers saw red flags in the relationship, noting it wasn't just young romance, but a sudden leap into adult responsibilities. At just 19 years old, King found himself not only in a serious relationship, but also unexpectedly facing a public pregnancy announcement. She claimed King was the father of her unborn child, a revelation that surprised many given his age and lifestyle at the time. He was still developing maturity, known for engaging in controversies and youthful antics. The question remained, how could they truly expect to navigate parenthood successfully when both were still figuring out adulthood themselves? When she first began showcasing her pregnancy online, many didn't immediately realize she was connected to King. That changed when T.I. confirmed in an interview that King was indeed expecting a baby boy. Under typical circumstances, this could have been seen as a joyful announcement. After all, T.I. and Tiny were already becoming comfortable in their roles as grandparents. Tiny's daughter Zonique welcomed a baby girl in 2020, and T.I.'s son Damani had recently celebrated the birth of his own daughter. However, the tone of T.Y.'s confirmation suggested mixed emotions.
And what hurt me? You want to know if...
I'm really curious now.
Oh, because you want to... What hurt me? Why do you want to know if...
I'm really curious now.
Oh, because you want to know.
Yeah, I'm curious. Okay. It's just outside of... I'm really going to beep it out, for sure.
Okay, so I would say what hurt me would be, like... honestly, like, my mom being, like, with Tip all the time.
Damn.
Like...
Timestamp that.
Not timestamp that. I feel like even now and today, like, that's how it is. Like, they're just tied to the hip. But now I'm grown, so it's like I can't really give a... But I can't... It's like...
Damn.
Type thing.
Damn, that's real.
That's
You feel like... You can timestamp this here. You feel like...
Observers noted that his comments hinted at skepticism over whether King and his partner were prepared for the responsibilities ahead. He even joked that he intended to bring up the child in a way that would give King a taste of his own rebelliousness, a statement that seemed to suggest he anticipated being more hands-on than the couple might expect. Following the interview, online investigators quickly linked the pregnancy to a woman known as Big Nana. Rumors circulated immediately, with insiders claiming she was primarily motivated by financial gain. The narrative was that she viewed her relationship with King as a pathway into the Harris family's wealth, aiming to secure long-term benefits through her connection. These suspicions began to fuel a growing cloud of controversy around the couple's situation. Ty reportedly saw through Big Nana's intentions from the very beginning and warned King not to be blindsided. He cautioned his son that Nana could easily manipulate him emotionally and financially if he wasn't vigilant. Still, King refused to heed the advice, fully swept up in the excitement of receiving attention and believing he was in a genuine relationship. Those warning signs were ignored, and the situation continued to escalate. This resistance to listening wasn't exactly unexpected given the history between father and son. Their relationship had long been complicated. King spent extended periods of his childhood without a consistent father figure due to T.I.'s repeated incarcerations. Even during times when the family was physically together, there was often an emotional gap, as T.I. and Tiny were known for prioritizing time with each other over actively engaging with their children. Tensions between King and his family became especially public in November of last year during a Falcons game.
Yeah, man, it's a lot about that TV show, man, that got people confused. Because I live with my grandma. You know, we'll go to the house on like a weekend. They'll say, hey, we shooting today. We need y'all at the house. They'll come get me from my grandma's house. And right after we done, when the cameras go off, I'm right back to my grandma's house.
King got into an altercation with another man in the stands, which quickly turned into a heated exchange with his own relatives. His family wasted no time reminding him that he was born into privilege, not the tough, street-oriented image he often tried to portray. Taunted for having grown up with a silver spoon, King reacted aggressively, shouting back until T.I. stepped in. The argument soon turned physical, with T.I. making it clear in front of everyone that he was still the authority in the family dynamic. The argument between King and T.I. during that public altercation ended with King defiantly stating, "Ain't nothing you can do with me," making it clear that their relationship had reached a breaking point. From there, tensions only grew. Things escalated further when King accused T.I. of leaving him to grow up in the hood, an allegation many fans dismissed as a publicity stunt to boost his credibility as a rapper. The narrative he was trying to present, that of a struggling young man from the streets, didn't sit well with the public, given that he was the son of a multimillionaire with access to a mansion inside a gated community. Still, King doubled down on his claims, insisting that his upbringing wasn't as glamorous as people believed. He explained that he spent much of his childhood living at his grandmother's home, which he referred to as a bando. For those unfamiliar, bando is slang for an abandoned or heavily run-down house, often associated with illegal activity. King claimed this environment shaped his early years, yet he never fully blended in due to his family's wealth and status.
Hey.
He further alleged that T.I. and Tiny's presence in his life was inconsistent, suggesting that they only played the role of a picture-perfect family when cameras were rolling for their reality TV show, Family Hustle. According to King, once the filming wrapped, he would be sent back to his grandmother's home, far from the luxury lifestyle viewers assumed he enjoyed. Reports also indicate that King wasn't the only one who felt this way. Other children in the Harris family have also voiced concerns about the limited time they spent with their parents while growing up. And they often felt overlooked during their younger years. For instance, Zonique spent a large portion of her childhood living with Tiny's mother because Tiny was frequently by T.I.'s side, prioritizing their relationship over direct time with her children. Zonique has openly expressed that this arrangement left her feeling hurt as she longed for more quality time with her mother. This pattern of distance and emotional gaps only worsened King's relationship with his parents. Over time, resentment began to build, eventually spilling into the public eye when King took to social media to air out his frustrations. In a series of Instagram story posts, he accused his parents of maintaining a false image for the public while failing to truly be there for him. He wrote statements such as, "Dude be faking an image for the internet and it ain't me. I don't care who you are. I'm a grown man now. I stand on business. If I'm a mistake, say that." His words struck a chord, highlighting the strained dynamic between him and his family. Returning to the ongoing drama with King's baby mama, insiders report that T.I. has now issued a direct and stern warning to Nana, making it clear that any manipulative behavior or attempts to exploit their family's wealth will not be tolerated. Allegedly, the moment Nana discovered she was pregnant with King's child, she began envisioning a life funded by the Harris fortune. However, she quickly realized that King himself would not be able to sustain the high-end lifestyle she was expecting, creating further tension between her, King, and the rest of the family. King currently lacks a stable job, and his music career has yet to gain the momentum needed to sustain him financially. The reality is that he remains financially dependent on his father, making him ill-prepared to provide for both the child and his partner. From the start, many assumed T.I. would ultimately shoulder the bulk of the financial responsibility for this new family. Rumors within industry circles suggest that Nana may have deliberately targeted King, viewing him as the vulnerable point of entry into the Harris family's wealth. The idea, allegedly, was that she could leverage her relationship with King to secure long-term financial benefits from T.I. himself. However, this plan appeared to have serious flaws. T.I., with years of experience navigating both business and personal challenges, was not easily swayed by such tactics. Reports indicate that Nana began making increasingly extravagant demands of King, and given his youth and inexperience, he initially complied with nearly all of them. Over time, these expenses drained King's finances to the point where he had little left for himself. It wasn't until he began requesting additional funds from his parents that they became aware of the situation. At that point, T.I. is said to have stepped in, firmly warning Nana to put an end to any manipulative behavior, with consequences promised if it continued. Public reaction to this drama has been blunt, with many commenting on the misplaced assumptions of individuals who believe access to a wealthy family member automatically equals personal riches. As one remark circulating online stated, "These young girls need to realize grandpa and grandma's money isn't your baby daddy's money. He's broke. All you get is the name, period." As the situation continues to unfold, it's becoming clear that T.I.'s decision to step in was not just about protecting the family's finances, but also about setting a precedent for how such matters are handled moving forward. Those close to the Harris family suggest that T.I. has been making a concerted effort to teach King about boundaries, financial discipline, and the importance of surrounding himself with people who have genuine intentions rather than hidden motives. Reports indicate that T.I. has taken steps to ensure King has access to proper guidance, whether that's through legal advice, trusted family members, or mentors who can help him navigate both personal and professional challenges. This is especially critical now, given King's public profile and the increased risk of attracting people more interested in status and money than in a real relationship. Meanwhile, sources claim the family is also keeping a closer eye on any future financial requests from King, as this situation exposed just how quickly outside influences can drain his resources. There's also speculation that T.I. may push King to focus more heavily on building a stable career, regardless of whether it's in music, to ensure he has the means to support himself and any dependents without relying on family wealth. In short, this isn't just a story about one bad relationship. It's a turning point that could determine the direction of King's adult life. The question now is whether he'll take the opportunity to learn from it or risk repeating the same mistakes. King may eventually look back and realize his father's warnings carried far more weight than he thought at the time. If he continues down this path, marriage to someone with questionable intentions could lock him into a situation that's nearly impossible to escape. This is likely the very outcome T.I. is determined to prevent, as it would cement long-term financial and emotional challenges for his son. Ultimately, this is an unfortunate situation for everyone involved. Many observers believe the signs of a calculated plan were visible from the beginning, and that it's not the responsibility of the parents to financially support a child brought into the world under these circumstances. If anything, this may serve as a critical wake-up call for King, pushing him toward making more responsible decisions, building his independence, and ensuring he is not vulnerable to similar tactics in the future. So is T.I. justified in setting strict boundaries with the mother of his future grandchild? And do you believe she approached the situation with a hidden agenda? Or could she truly manage to raise her child without relying on King or the Harris family's wealth? Share your thoughts in the comments, and if you made it this far, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. It really helps support the channel.